Hi everyone, happy harvest full moon. Today is October 1st, 2020, and it's a special day because it's a full moon. Whenever there's a full moon, there's quite a lot of energy that is being illuminated. And today is a really important day for us light workers because today is an amazing day to send Gaia healing and light and protection. And so I felt called to come out today to hold space for Gaia and humanity, and you are invited to join us in this circle today to send forth a high vibrational wave of energy to Gaia. And I felt called to do this today not only because we're going through ascension at this time, but I know the dark ones are gonna do some crazy rituals today. And it's our job as light workers to counter and antidote that. The good news is their power is dwindling. A lot of them are being taken out. They're resigning. They are being indicted. There's this whole movie and show that we are getting the front row seat of watching. Given said that, there's been a lot of crazy things that have been happening, downloads, a lot of energy moving up and down. The timelines, like I talked about in the last video, are going nuts right now. So we are in this nexus point, and our energy and how we are embodying source light is going to help us propel us down the timeline that we want to see Earth to become. We want to see Gaia become a galactic citizen. We want to see free energy devices, medical devices, quantum healing, and financial system being upgraded so that we bring healing and abundance to humanity. In the meantime, there's going to be a little bit of chaos, but we are pretty protected and we have the power to shift into a higher vibration. And so that's why I'm inviting you all today. Hi, Robert. Hi, Blame, Alex, Marie. Hi, Real Saint Lucid. Welcome. So in today, main three messages we're going to do. The first thing I want to share is you need to up your protection spiritually when, basically all the time, but especially on full moon. Because you know the dark ones, and I've noticed this as a spiritual healer, they like to do these rituals on the full moon or like certain important energetic dates, and they release like entities. It's like, I don't know what they do. Like they summon like entities and then they send it forth into this realm. And then the angels and the legendary dragons and light workers have to like clear them, bring them back to the lower realm. So for the next few days, like today, especially in the next few days, you want to up your protection. So I always like to do a short prayer to ask for protection from my guides. I activate my light codes, all my spiritual gifts and downloads to protect my field. I also do a lot of cleansing now, especially wearing crystals to help me stay clear and pure. So selenite also is a very good stone to use to cleanse. It's not too expensive either. So you can get a selenite one, just like sweep your auric field. You can also use it to block like negative vibration from electronics. So if you sleep with your phone or if you're on the computer a lot, having a piece of organite, selenite, or black tourmaline between you and the electronics will help you. Especially, I know some of you are like me, that's highly sensitive. Right, good point. Yes, spells and rituals are done on full moons because of the power, which means the light's power is also amplified. That's why we're here to antidote it. And from what I've been hearing, just like, brief picture, the inner earth being is securing the inner earth. On the surface as well, there's also a lot of shift, but I feel that we'll be okay. I feel like we will be aligned to the higher timeline. There, we have a lot of protection. We are being assisted by the Galactic Federation. So they're helping us as much as we can. And I noticed that their contacts have been increasing. And also, during your sleep time, if you have your Pleiadian spirit guides, your Arcturian guides, they actually helping their starseed beam them into their starship for healing and for rejuvenation. But you have to ask. And like I said, there is good and bad ETs out there, so you kind of want to discern. And how I do is I do it through my higher self and the angels, and I ask for the most pure, most service to others, guides that I've worked with and trust to help heal me. My Arcturian family or my Pleiadian comrades, Galactic Federation, just clear it all out. So that's what I ask for before I go to bed. I also invoke Archangel Michael to protect my field, my soul, mind, heart, and body as I astral travel and I sleep. And it's really been helping. I don't have any nightmares, and I just have like good dreams or some interesting dreams that I've had. So up your protection, yes, ground yourself and definitely connect with your higher self. Also, it's important to embody. So that's a big word, especially for this year. We go from the I am of the lower chakras, trying to understand what from the perspective of ego, right? Like, am I an Arcturian? What past life do I have? Am I a Palladium? To I feel. Great. Now you know your past lives, you know your mission, you know your guides, and da 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 da. Are you able to feel into that vibration? And then from there, you move up into the higher chakras where you become that I am that I am. So this is about embodiment, and it's about becoming that authentic vibration, your original template, that 12 etheric strand DNA template. You're here to embody it. And the more light workers and starseeds that we remember and awaken and do our activation, we are like little lighthouse all around the globe. And we become brighter together, amplify each other's light. And it doesn't matter what the dark wants to do, they will not prevail. So that's the importance of embodiment. And the other tip I have for you guys is to use your drinking water for your healing, because a lot of you are doing astral work when you're sleeping. So you also need to rejuvenate and recharge your body, physical body, when you are in the waking life. So what I did, and this is crazy, it's like synchronistic. So I also do healing for myself, right? But I also like to go to other healers as well. So I tried this bio-quantum feedback healing with one of my friends, and so funny, the quantum machine told me to get to work with a hexagon shape. And just before that appointment, I had told my husband to go get me a glass jar. And I was thinking he was going to get like a celestial glass jar. But he came back with a hexagonal glass jar. And you guys can get this from Dollarama. I don't know if you guys have it in the States, but it was just $2 and it's hexagon in shape. And what I did with this was I activated it. So every time you buy like essential oils or crystals or necklaces, you want to activate them. So I said something really simple to the glass jar. I just said, "Thou art now a sacred vessel of healing. All water that are in this container shall bring me healing, rejuvenation, and DNA activation directly through source light and love." And so it is. So I activated the sacred vessel. Then I placed it on a little Flower of Life placemat, like that, on my altar. And in the center, I also have like this Flower of Life sticker, so I just stick it on there. So that's where and how I drink my water from. And you can taste the difference. And I know a lot of you guys know about Dr. Emoto's water experiment. If you don't want to go as fancy as I do, you can even just write stickers of words like love, light, and paste it on your water bottle. And that vibration will help you rejuvenate yourself. So that's one tip I have for you guys that has been really helping me. And let's see. The next thing I want to share is today's light code. So today's light code, after connecting and meditating with my guides, the archangels, the elder dragons, and the my higher self, and the Pleiadians and Nocturians, I downloaded a sacred diamond lotus formation. So there are different light codes during different cosmic gates. Like recently there was like a Phoenix gate, which I just talked about in my video. And now, right, there's also this diamond lotus codes that are coming forth. And I know some of you guys like visuals, so I just got this yesterday. See, everything in 4D works really well. So the diamond lotus literally looks something like this in the astral realm. It's a lotus and it's crystallized and it sparkles and it kind of spins like this when you see it through your third eye. The lotus, however, this one is not quite the correct one because I only have 8 petals, but the one that I was guided to invoke has 12 petals. So look more like this, it has 12 points. And what my guides showed me was to invoke it into the shape of a dodecahedron around Gaia. So dodecahedron is a 12-sided platonic solid, and it looks like is it a pentagon, like a 5-sided shape, but it's like 12 faces in a 3D shape. And in each one of those faces is one of those 12 pointed crystalline lotus. So we are literally encasing Mother Earth in this beautiful crystalline lotus. It's pretty technical, but don't worry, I'm not going to have you visualize all of that at once. We just want to bring the intention, and our guides in the other realm will help us. So that's a sacred diamond lotus formation. And I asked them, well, what is the significance of this sacred diamond lotus formation? Quite a tongue twister. And they say this reactivates the etheric DNA light codes for the original template of Mother Gaia or Terra. It helps her contain her energetic body in such high vibrational state that she can really adjust and transform the darkness that is being summoned or released by the dark ones. And so this is a very purifying field that we are creating together. So that's what I got in short about the sacred diamond lotus formation. I can really write a lot about it if I channel and sit down and really write down things that come to me about it. But you guys can tune in too. You guys can ask source, what is a diamond lotus codes? It's not exclusive. During this meditation, we will also be invoking our own light body as well. So I know some of you guys like to work with the Merkaba, which is like this shape. Today, I'm going to be activating the flower of life. So the flower of life look like this, the center of this piece. And you want to visualize your body in a sphere that has this pattern of the flower of life, and you are inside it. And so as each of us tune in, and you don't have to tune in live, you can be watching the replay. It's all on the soul, right? We are all like these little globes of flower of life on Earth doing this activation, connecting to Earth and sending her our light and our love, pulling with our intention source light into her field. And so we are like one light bulb, right, that's plugging into Gaia and powering up, almost like a Tesla tower, Mother Gaia with light. So that's kind of like the purpose of today's meditation, and I will be holding space and guiding this prayer. We want to just zap this planet with light, and it's important when you're doing such a large scale activation to not pull in karma for yourself, because it's a lot of karma for you to transmute. So don't be like, oh yes, just let me absorb all of the energy from Gaia and let me transmute it. It's better to just send love and to connect on the soul. That way you are not affecting your own energy field, and you have a more increased sense of protection around yourself. It's not necessary for you to pull in the darkness and transmute it. It's going to take a lot of energy, and we don't need to do that. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to activate source light to stream into Gaia. So let us begin this prayer together. And I love you all, and I thank you all for being here, having this intention to serve Gaia, humanity. I'm coming into a seated posture. The first thing we want to do is ground. I like to ground by visualizing the tree of life, as though I'm sitting underneath this ancient, large tree of life. And the Buddha has taught us this. You can try my method if you like. I like to visualize and feel my spine connecting to the tree of life. And the Mother Earth's etheric strong energy channels into my spine to strengthen me. And I use this energy to strengthen my toroidal field. The roots of the tree of life grounds and supports us. The crown of the tree supports, shelter, and protect us. And I like to take a deep breath in this state. You can connect and ground in any methods that you want. You can connect with your soul star. With your earth star, or you could see a beautiful column of light connecting you to Gaia. You can also visualize and call forth beautiful flowers to embrace your body, connecting, grounding you to Gaia. When you feel attuned to the life force of Mother Earth, center a gratitude prayer. Dear Gaia, we thank you, love you, and appreciate you. Thank you for protecting, nourishing, grounding us. We love you deeply. We thank you. On your next in-breath, begin to invoke protection. I'm going to call forth Archangel Michael. If you also connect to Archangel Michael, you can also use the same invocation or change it to a different archetype energy or master of light. Dear Archangel Michael and your legions of light, we thank you and the angelic kingdom. We thank you for your light and your love for humanity. Archangel Michael, please protect me and any viewers watching as appropriate to their request. Protection for our physical vessel, our soul, our mind, heart, light body, energetic body, mental and emotional bodies. We are so thankful. We are so happy to connect with you. Thank you, Archangel Michael. I also like to invoke my protection. So I'm going to take a moment to invoke my protection, visualizing my Merkaba, the light body. You can also visualize your earth angel chakra with your wings, sheltering you, protecting you. For example, if you have dragon guides, you can now invite your guides to come to protect you. I also like to cloak myself when I do this work. So I envision myself wearing a hood, a cape for protection. Now connecting with your higher self in whatever way you feel comfortable. I like to connect through my soul star and through a prayer or invocation. I will speak mine out loud for the new viewers. You can adjust the wordings to your own needs and wants. Dear Divine, dear Source, dear Galactic Central Sun and the purest form of light, dear my higher self, dear my spirit guides, masters of light, ascended masters, archangels and angels, goddesses of love, light and ascension, Galactic Federation of Light, all light beings, intending for the ascension of Gaia through unity, law of one, love and light, service to others. We thank you all, love you all. Join us as one, as we bring forth light to Gaia through the sacred diamond lotus formation. All my spiritual gifts, downloads, dragon light codes, phoenix light codes, angelic light codes, Lemurian light codes, emerald light codes. Please all activate. And if you're joining me, you can say, all my spiritual gifts of light, please activate, because each of you have different gifts. Maybe some of you have real Reiki or other attunements. You want to visualize yourself in a holographic flower of life, feeling as though you're levitating, shielded, protected in this flower of life. Let us take a moment Dear angelic beings of light, celestial, elemental, galactic, Elohims, humans of light. Thank you for all of your services. To all the starseeds, light workers, and earth angels, we thank you. Each act of your love is acknowledged honored and appreciated by Source. Your angels and your guides sees all. Even those small actions, smiles, and prayers that you give to others that might not be always realized. Know that Source and your guardian angels know. You are appreciated, you are loved, you are empowered. Return to your cosmic consciousness, your divine template of light. Awaken now. Masters of light, we ask and invoke for the sacred diamond lotus formation to activate for our beautiful Gaia. We are so thankful. Please bless all the children on Earth and in the galactic realm, the hybrid children, all children with shelter, food, love, freedom. Please bless all humanity with light, love, harmony, and unity, strength, power, and compassion. Please bless each soul on Gaia with light as appropriate. Help Gaia return to innocence, purity. Guide us as we move forward into the light. We thank you, Source. We ask for this sacred diamond lotus formation created by Source and the Masters of Light to purify and transform any impurities, darkness on earth. We ask and humbly request. We thank you to Source and the Masters of Light. And take a moment to visualize this Source light beaming down to Mother Gaia. These beautiful crystal diamond lotus flower blossoms all around her. You also receive this diamond lotus codes directly from Source if you want to. As we connect soul to Gaia, let us visualize the ascended earth, the original template, beautiful colors, luscious greens, nature and flowers. The energies, joyous, happy and abundant. peaceful, and whatever else you feel you see for the new earth. I also want to take a moment to thank all the ascended masters, light beings such as yourself, who have stepped foot on Gaia. Every teacher, every soul teaches us something about source. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 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 Let all the sounds of light and joy join us. You might hear angels singing. You might hear light languages, birds, dolphins and whales as they join us soul to soul. Feel into the presence of your higher self or your guides if you choose. You do not walk alone. Every step, every breath that you take, you have teammates with you. Your angels, your ancestors, maybe your dragon or your phoenix, your power totem, your higher selves. All is one. And for this beautiful work that you're doing, receive and ask for a divine blessing from whoever you choose, maybe the angels, maybe the dragons, or simply from Source. Just ask for this light to beam and infuse into your light body. Charge yourself up. Rejuvenate, 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 rejuvenate. May you have wings of the angels protecting you. The magic and wisdom of the elemental realm. May you see with eyes so bright, like the ascended masters. May every step that you take blossom with light and love. And at this point, you can close your prayer. You can say, thank you, thank you, thank you. In Taoism, they use how. And take a moment, channeler's choice, however you want to ground. I like to revision the tree of life. And allow my spine to ground back with the tree of life. And bringing myself back into the present. And take your time as you're ready. Slowly open your eyes and come back to the present. So after I do a meditation like this, I just like to ask Archangel Michael to just clear my field, make sure that I didn't go astral travel and collect anything. So I do like, dear Archangel Michael, I thank you and I love you. Please clear my soul, mind, heart, and body, my astral body, light body, all aspects of myself, of any debris and impurity. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And that's how I like to come back. And I know you guys have different ways, maybe like waving your selenite wand around your auric field, or maybe with essential oils. So you just want to take a moment to ground and bring yourself back. And that was beautiful. I thank you so much for joining us in this vortex. I know it's, it's not physical. It's not like, oh, here's like $10,000, but a lot of the work that we do as spiritual beings are in the spiritual sense. So I know sometimes all of you do prayers and you're so in service to others, and it might not be seen by the physical eyes, by the people around you. So I just wanted to thank you all for doing this work, like even the shadow work, the healing that you do, that smile you give to someone walking down the street, like everything counts. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. Can't even express in words how important it is for us to unite and to take part in meditation. And I'm staying behind a little bit to see if you guys have questions that you would like to ask or things that you want to share with your fellow light workers. Let's see, I got a question. How can I know who is my galactic family? Most of it is through connecting with your higher self or your guides. You can also do readings, right? There's like astrology reading where they take a look at your birth chart. You can also do Akashic reading. And to me, at the end of the day, all the readings give you the information, but it is what your soul tunes into that, attunes you to that frequency. So a lot of us here are connected to Pleiades and Arcturus because there's so many of us down here. And there's like Lyra, Sirian, starseeds, and you can have more than one of these connections. So never feel like, oh, if you only have like Pleiadian connection, then you're only a Pleiadian. You are an old soul, you're multidimensional. And so you can have many lives and many aspects of yourself. So I also have videos that might help you figure out your galactic family. And how I remember is I just remember seeing myself on Arcturus, or like seeing Pleiadian guides. I'm like, oh, cool. Can I process emotions for loved ones? I think you can to a degree. So every time when you're doing your inner work, your shadow work or inner child work, you're creating this ripple effect. It's just like, why were there such darkness for children on this planet? It's because the Dracos, right? That's what they do. And Earth is not the first planet they're doing this to. That's why a lot of Lyrans and Palladian starseeds, you guys are here because we know what's up through our galactic history. And so because of all the trauma and abuse, a lot of us have these inner child wounds. So when we heal our inner child wounds, parallelly, the children are being rescued because we are healing these vibrations. So I believe that you can process emotions through you, and then your loved one will feel it. But at the end of the day, we can't really do all the work for them. But you can shift your reality. So what I've noticed is when I do my inner child work, the relationships become more harmonious with my family. So we're all interconnected. So yeah, the answer is both. You can process emotions through doing your inner work or ancestral DNA codes healing, but they will have to kind of do their own work too. Yes, thanks, Zara. Healing your inner reality heals your outer reality. Yeah, exactly. Free will as well too. So they have their free will, right? If they want to hold on to something and you're trying to pull them out and they don't want to, you can red pill them all you want. They're just not going to let go. And there's a story like this, I think, in Buddhism where was it the Buddha or a monk was with a friend? I'm just paraphrasing. I don't know if I'm just trying to remember. They had a friend, and in that friend's next incarnation was like a worm. And he saw this worm and he recognized his friend and he's trying to pull the worm out of like mud. But no matter how hard he tried to pull, the worm want to bury into the mud. And so the story is like, you can do all you want, but if people wants to do a certain way based on their free will, there's only so much we can do. And awesome. And also the last thing I want to share is to, as you expand and get to learn more about different things like Law of One or Emerald Tablets, take what you need or what helps you from each pieces of information. Even the Bible, nothing is the absolute truth, right? Everything is written from a perspective. Like the Law of One is written from the perspective of the Raw Collective. The Emerald Tablet is written by Tahiti or thoughts perspective. Then you have the Bible, which is also written from a perspective. So you take what works for you, even for my videos, right? I'm just sharing my perspective. So just take, little pieces that resonates with you and then find your own truth. This is about discernment and about sovereignty that we are practicing now. Because there's going to be a lot of false narrative that the dark ones are trying to release. So as light workers, is going to be very important for us to stay grounded and to learn how to discern what works for us and what don't. It's really, there's a lot of gray areas. Even, the Bible, it helps a lot of people. But some people say, oh, the Bible has been adjusted by the Anunnaki and it's not pure. And yeah, it's true. But there's things in the Bible itself that can also help. So just take whatever helps you, right? And do it in your own way. So that's what I always like to encourage people to do. Let's see. One of the keys to shifting is appreciation. Yes, real Saint Lucid, absolutely. That's why in the prayer we just did a lot of thank you. Just thank you to Gaia. Thank you to all the light beings. This is like super protective energy there. So simple, but so powerful. More people are feeling connected to Tahiti. Yeah, I don't know why he's been coming a lot, but even Anubis or like other ancient ones that have walked upon Earth are coming back. And they also have their shadows too, right? There's a lot of misunderstanding. There's also a lot of corrupted timelines. So yeah, anything. Your belief shapes your reality. That's about it at the end of the day. But yeah, I just wanted to like take a moment to also emphasize protection. Right, we're still gonna need to do protection every day. We're still gonna need to do our prayers every day. But know that the light is winning. It's happening, you know, all under our noses. But I'm pretty hopeful, and I like to keep positive. I also don't like to depend on somebody to save us. I think we at the end of the day have to save us. So I don't really go into the politics. I do watch it and I do kind of pay attention to it. But no matter if Biden or Trump wins, at the end of the day, we are the people, we are the light, and we are going to win. So that's kind of how I look at it. Free will is our birthright. Yay! Absolutely. And with choices, every day is a choice. Silver Star Priestess. Once you realize we get on our own way and learn to do what feels right for us, we really move up. Yes, exactly. So every spiritual teacher, every book that come across your path has that one pieces of information that helps you. And on a serious note, like this is it, guys. Like this is it. We are fighting for the liberation of Earth. And so for all of you light workers out there, I know you guys have a lot of wisdom, and you might be feeling afraid to go out and share your wisdom. I'm really telling you, there's nothing left to lose. Like, look at what's happening. The New World Order is trying to, you know, take, like, you know, in process, they're trying to control us. Like we have, you know, for eons lost our freedom. We really don't have anything else to lose. So might as well just go for it, guys. Like if you want to be a healer, go be a healer. If you want to start a YouTube channel, go start a YouTube channel. There's nothing stopping us anymore, because the energy is really going to help the light move forward. So really, 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 really take this opportunity to find your own truth. If being stuck at a job, you know, hurts your heart chakra, find a solution, start building things on the side, go take some courses, go take some whatever training you need to create your reality. Grow your own food in your backyard, heal your water, unite with other light workers. The thing is, every light workers have gifts. It's just that they don't know how to fully embody it. It has to do with a lot of creativity. So being creative, you don't need to be a know-it-all to make an impact. Like look at all the people that do podcasts and they just invite other people to come, you know, share their wisdom. And not everyone will resonate with this person's energy. They may resonate with your energy. So when you light up like a beacon of light, you're helping so much more people. So don't be afraid, guys. This is the golden time for you to follow your authentic expression. Let's see what people are saying. It's so amazing to be on this session. So many amazing beings. Yes, I love it too. It's so great. And knowing that we're not alone, it's just so amazing. Yes, so amazing, right? It's like, sometimes you feel so alone as a light worker because you're like the crazy one in the family. Like the moment I mention the word alien, my dad just like turns away. So, and you know, like, don't let things stop you guys. Like I'm introverted like you guys too, very sensitive to energy, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. You know, I'm just gonna go out and do what I need to do. So don't let anything stop you. Put some 80s music on and just go for it. Yes, we're going to have to rebuild a new Earth. There's a lot of theory about how that's going to happen. I kind of have my own theory too, but we'll see how it goes down. But it's exciting. Alex, you're getting closer to your courage. That's great. You know what helps me sometimes is I just think about, okay, it's not about me. It's about people, my people. So at the end of the day, when I feel like, oh my God, what if somebody makes fun of me or tell me to repent my sins because I need to pray to Jesus because I talk to aliens, then I just think, okay, but there are millions of people out there who, resonate with Starseed. I can't be the only one making this stuff up. So I just do it for the people. And you know things that I may not know. So when you share with other light workers, you're helping them remember. Great mind thinks differently. Yes, it's true. Yeah, so interesting. You know what's interesting though, guys? I was gonna talk about this in maybe another video. I noticed that the Galactic Federation is really helping us remove implants and entities from our field, especially your star family. So what I would do if you are experiencing implants or entities, you can before you go to bed ask for the Galactic Federation of Light, right? Through your higher self, pick a team that works for you and help you heal. So I just kind of beam myself, but they beam me to this ship for healing. Because there are some things that we can fully heal in this realm because it's interdimensional, especially a lot of these implants by the reptilians. Thanks, guys. It's all vibrational. So we need our team up there to help us. So don't be afraid to ask for help, but make sure you do your invocation in such a way that it connects to the good ones. Yeah, we have a lot of black sheeps here at Star Seeds. And Zara says, the longest and most important relationship you'll have is with yourself. Yes, you gotta give yourself a hug some days. And it's so awkward to do this, but look into the mirror sometimes and be like, I love you. And just send yourself love, send yourself light. Because I think maybe you guys have this too. It's a shadow, but shadow is not all bad though, because there's good shadows that helps you realize your purpose and your desire. And part of my shadow is I don't receive, or I feel kind of weird appreciating myself. So that's a part of my shadow. And I think a lot of you guys, like workers and star seeds, do that too. So work with your guides. Like the other day, I was just curling up crying because I was feeling so tired on Earth. I'm like, oh, guys, can't do this anymore. And I just call in my guides, my unicorns, and my dragon guide to curl around me and just let me release, man. Like this job is tough, man. Being on there doing this work is tough. It's like, where's the fine print, guys? I need to look at my soul contract and let me see what the heck did I sign before I came down. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to take a moment to acknowledge your light and the small things that you do. Yeah, very, very interesting stuff. I can also share working with the Galactic Federation of Light has been so helpful too. They have such love for us. Like when I connect with my galactic guides, days when I'm crying and I'm just like, when is this gonna end? Am I doing a good job? Are we gonna be fine? They have the most beautiful unconditional love. They look into your eyes and they we love you. You're doing a great job. And without words, you can just feel the love. And you're like, oh my God, so beautiful. So it's good to work with you guys, to allow yourself to be supported. Yeah, shadow work is so important. Shadow work actually will help you jump timelines. So it will help you like jump into a higher frequency. It will help you heal your auric field. I think the light workers that do shadow work are some of the strongest light worker because you guys know what's up, girl. You guys know the real deal. And Silver Star Priestess, I think we all feel that way some days. I know, me too. Some days I'm like, I just want to go home, man. Like, it's like somebody bring me home. But then I know if I go home, then I'll look back down and I'll just like, oh, but then I still want to help. I don't want to just leave yet. Yeah, having your dragons guides with you is so important now, especially the last two videos I did are all about like dragons and phoenix and the avians. So it's really interesting. And my friend, she showed me this book. If you guys are starseeds and you want to learn more about like galactic beings, it's by Elena Danan. I mentioned her name in my last video, the avian being video, and she released this book called The Gifts from the Stars. And in this book, she's describing how she was rescued from abduction and how the Pleiadians help shift her implants into connecting with them and help her remember her Pleiadian self. And through that implant that had been adjusted to connect with her Pleiadian family, she channeled this book with all the ET races. It's so detailed in that book. So if you guys are starseeds and you want like to nerd out, A Gift from the Star is amazing. Once again, right, it's from a perspective of her Pleiadian guide. So it's still just one, perspective. So I'm not saying, oh my God, this is the gospel truth, da, 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 but it's just really exciting, right? To read about it and to understand it as you read through it. Yeah, that's like a really interesting book to read for Starseed. It's amazing. Yeah, A Gift from the Stars. So if you're in the States, you guys can get it from Barnes and Nobles. If you're in Canada, it's on Amazon.ca. And it's by Elena. So Elena. So Elena. Danan. So it's Danaan. Yeah, Lars, you can definitely jump into a higher timeline. Jumping timeline can be as easily as taking a glass of water to another glass of water and seeing yourself, in this new glass of water, your higher timeline, and then pouring that water into the higher timeline and then drinking it. Sometimes it's that simple. So that's kind of what I do. Yes, thank you, Layla. Thank you for spelling it out. Beam, it's difficult for me to find dragons. It's totally new for me. Oh, that's okay. Sometimes it takes time. Dragons are kind of picky though. They have like fire personality. Sometimes they get straight to the point. So when you work with them, it takes a little bit of time because you kind of have to prove to them that you're serious. And yeah, humans weren't the nicest ones to dragons once upon a time. Like, they used to hunt dragons for their scales and stuff, and for magical purposes. So that's what the dragons are like. Peace, guys, we are leaving. But they're still in the astral realm. So they are very beautiful to connect with. And yes, like I've mentioned in the video, there are Dracos that look like dragons, but they're not the same. Dracos are like the dark ones. We don't want to work with that. So if you want to connect and feel more and see more, connect with your soul, connect with your higher self. That's what helped me anyway. So, and you sound pretty wise already, Saint Lucid. So, quantum leap, yes, amazing. There are definitely more dragons now in 2020. Like the other day, I took a picture of dragons in the clouds. Let me see if I can show you guys right now. So many pictures. Don't know which one is which one. Oh, over here. I should probably share it on Facebook, but you can see kind of the dragon tail. Oh, it's bad. It's got the reflections, but there's the body and the wing that was coming out, and you can see the head. You can see the head over here, the spine of the dragon, the tail, and then the wing coming down this way. So you can see them. There's a lot of ships cloaked, right, through clouds. We are surrounded by a lot of ships right now. So yeah, call upon your starseed family and work with your starseed energy. Okay, yes, since they're dropping wisdom, man. Like sometimes the simple things are the hardest to accept. We want it to be harder in order to believe it. It doesn't have to be. Absolutely. The closer to source, the more simple it is. And if you study, for example, Taoism, they have this circle, right, of teachings, and you go from divergence and then back to convergence to source. So if we ascending and going back to source, things become simpler and more easy. So it's about feeling into that state. I know sometimes it's so easy to go into, oh my God, let me research everything about the Pleiadians so I can understand it. But being your Pleiadian self is beyond understanding. Is embodiment. So you really have to go into a meditation and just feel your Pleiadian DNA and ask your higher self to show you your Pleiadian self, your remembrance, and go from that connection. How is the October's energies gonna be? Oh, that's the big question. Let's ask the Galactic Federation. So in short, they sent me this vision, love being the foundation. So love has to be a foundation for October. That's how we're gonna ground throughout the storm. The storm is upon us, guys. So we have to be the foundation of love for humanity. And that's kind of what they show me really quickly. And each of you have the ability to connect with the Galactic Federation of Light. You just want to invoke it through your higher self. Sarah, you're so cute. My ego likes that too much right now, simplicity, but I'm working on it. It's okay, I'm a Virgo, so I overthink. And I have to also remind myself, definitely keep it simple. Love, foundation for humanity. Yes. Awesome. How are you guys doing? Any more things you guys want to share with your light family? Never underestimate the power of love. Yes, thank you, Fizz. You're so right. The power of love, so powerful. What else do I want to share that's helpful maybe right now? So I'm working with these like Rife frequency. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's RIFE, and it's like an app that you can download. Looks like this. It's like purple with a seed of life. And you can pick out any frequencies or programs for your healing. So for example, if you have, I don't even know how it's agitation or allergies, So you can type in any health issues that you're struggling with, or maybe you want aura protection. They have one frequency for aura, one for aura building. You just type it in and then play the frequency. You can also just pick, right? Like 528 hertz for DNA healing, or 1111 hertz. This app is great. So that's what I've been using a lot with sound healing. So yeah, just wanted to share that might be helpful to some of you guys. Fairies, yes, fairies are pretty active lately. For me, they're always active because my soul was created in the elemental realm. So I'm always kind of in the fairyland, so people say. I know a lot of you guys that I've worked with are like angelic souls. So you guys are like, Archangel Michael, Archangel Ariel. You guys know a lot about the angelic realm. Like for me, I have to learn it because I'm like, I kind of remember, but I have to relearn it. It's much more easier for me to work with the elemental realm. I think a key that I've noticed while growing and remembering my true being is become like a child again, loving, trusting, and most importantly, the imagination. Yes, absolutely. Athena is a really good consciousness to connect to too. So when you guys are connecting with like deities and like gods or goddesses, be sure to ask for the ascended consciousness because they have an oversoul, right? And the ascended consciousness is their collective oversoul. It's like their higher self. So when I'm connecting with Athena, for example, I'll ask for ascended Athena, ascended Tahiti, or ascended Cleopatra to their oversoul. Because in the lower timelines, they have different like things. They're just like us, right? We have goods, days and bad days. They also have it. So connect with ascended. Their ascended oversoul. I think you can find it for free, Layla, but I think this one you have to pay like a yearly fee, maybe like a $10 yearly fee. But if it's made by light workers, I'm happy to support. Oh yeah, speaking about money, guys, stop being afraid of making money. I hear this over and over again. Oh my God, I'm so afraid of making money. Yeah, but in order for us to build the new earth, we need money. We need to pour together. And the way I look at it is, at the end of the day, it's just energy exchange. And think about how much the dark beings have taken our money, like they have taken billions of our money doing bad stuff with it, spraying us with chemtrail and all these like crazy things. So I don't think as light workers, we should have these mentalities that we can't make money. We need to have abundance so we can take our wealth and power back from the dark ones that have taken it in the first place. So if you're an artist, don't be afraid to ask for donation or charge for your healing, because like I'm happy to spend money on light workers, like books, like great. Artists, like I try to be really conscious with my money and spend it with like light workers or local farmers as much as I can. So we keep that love money in the light worker community. So don't be afraid. Some of you are artists, and if you're also a channeler, you can channel arts, right? Channel people's Pleiadian self and draw it out. There's actually lots of artists doing this, and one of them is called Vashta, Vashta, and she's fully booked. So it's okay to serve with your talent and have divine compensation at the same time. Yeah, absolutely. It can be light holder, key holders. I know a lot of light workers kind of do it in their private time. They don't do it like publicly, and that's okay. Like, source know the magic and light that you are bringing. So The only reason why we default to fear is the matrix, I think. Because when a baby is born, they don't have as much fear as adults do, because it's all the programmings that have been laid onto it. And even Netflix, guys, like Netflix is so dark. Like sometimes I open Netflix, I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, why? How does anyone even think about making a movie like this? Like, it's gross, it's like bloody, and I'm just like, turn it off. And I only use Netflix to watch like cooking shows. And how can we help Gaia? Well, what we're doing now, like just connecting with each other and being yourself, and you being happy and joyous is helping Gaia. You can also bless the water too. Like I like to take a bottle of water and I bless it and then pour it into the lake as like a blessing. Or I would take like petals of flowers. Yes, I don't mind people looking at me weird anymore. Go out and I would pick flowers, I'll talk to trees, and then I'll hug the tree, and then I would like give the flowers the water. So do your acts of love. And Silver Star Priestess also say practice self-forgiveness. Yes, realize even though you have been through a lot yourself, you can learn from all things. Absolutely. So, question from Gary: is there a way to connect with my past life selves and bring forth my past talents? Yeah, so I think I have a video about it. It's called like, crap, what was it called? Multi-dimensional self-healing or something like that. But even the live workshop from a few months ago called Starseed Activation, I ran you guys through how to connect with your Starseed self and download gifts. So I'll give you an example without sharing privacy. With my clients and students, what we do is we access their Akash and we ask for an archetype energy, maybe the Pleiadian energy. And we ask, well, with this Pleiadian energy, how can it be expressed in this realm? Then the higher self might say light language or light symbol or energy healing or the Pleiadian healing light codes, for example. So then you get to learn how to harness that gift into your physical self. I'll also use myself as an example, and anyone can do this. So I'm not special in any way. Anyone can do this. So I need a protection for my house because I do a lot of spiritual work, and I just download my dragon code. So I have like a few lifetimes where I would like dragons and I just downloaded the codes. And so in my template, I call them dragon light codes. And when I want to up the protection strength of my house, I then see myself activated with a white dragon claw. And it's holding a crystal like this on the property, and I'm sitting holographically on the property. And then I would spray white flame, and the white flame would go around the property as a dome, as a protection. So that's kind of like one way how you can access your other lifetime self and then tangibly use it in this life. I hope that helps. I hope I'm explaining it well. Yeah, YouTube is great. Meditation music. Yeah, it's true. When you're tired, you're more susceptible, but that's okay. Just lie down and ask the angels to like clear your field for you. Lars asks, what makes you stay in 5D energy, high energy, neutrality, no duality, and love? I think that's an art of balance, to be honest. I'm still learning. So I just stay in the flow, I'm just like, okay, well, if my shadow comes, and I'll just deal with it. Or if this come, great, if positivity is here, it's great. But I just remind myself to connect with source and connect with positive energies. But I do get mad sometimes, at my husband. So it happens. In those times, we just work through it. And you apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry. Just really stressed today. Please forgive me. Everything is okay. Do the work. Yeah, and doing the work is important, like your daily protection, clearing, meditation, connection. It's like a maintenance, right? Like it's like a train. It's like, so if you keep it going, then your baseline will be here instead of here. So doing the work really helps. Self-care helps you download so much answers from the divine, including creativity. Yes, there's like stuff that I don't know. Like people asking me questions like, well, I don't know that. Well, let me see if I can get anything from the guide. So when we tune into the soul, all the answers come forth. Yes, my tagline, work your magic, shine your light. It's so cheesy, guys, but oh my goodness. Only my family of star seeds would understand. Uh, yeah, so some tips from other viewers: practicing consistent forgiveness and sympathy, release energies that do not serve my highest good. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but it's harder to forgive myself than other people. So forgiveness goes both ways, guys. If you're stuck on a situation, most likely is you haven't forgive yourself yet. Only to see a lot of people can relate. Like I had to distance myself from like toxic people that were once friends. And they weren't toxic, I shouldn't say that. It's just that we trigger each other's shadow and we're so wounded that we don't know how to move through it at that time. So to distance myself from it. And I would feel so guilty for like 2 years afterwards. I'm like, the person probably don't even think about this anymore. So I'm the one that's holding on to it and thinking I did something wrong. But then I also remember, well, I also have forgiven all the people that have hurt me in the past because I understand why they had to do what they had to do. And I understand why they have to do that choice and do that thing. So I don't hold that against them. So I'm the only person holding myself to the past. So forgive ourselves, freedom for all. Oh yeah, how is your guys' diet? Do you guys notice any changes with your diet lately? And for me, I'm just trying to be like vegan as much as I can. I went malnutrition though, so I don't think I was doing it right. So I had to replenish myself. So, but I try to do vegan as much as I can. Do you speak blessings over your water to give myself extra love? Yeah, that's perfect. Silver Star Priestess, absolutely. So blessing your water and pouring messages into the water. Very good tip. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, you guys will notice you're more thirsty lately because your DNA is shifting. So definitely drink more water and take care of your body, your physical body. Wonderful, everyone. This chat is so beautiful. You guys are such lovely people. We should hang out more. But speaking of hang out more, I should go though. I've been on live for a while. Don't want to bore you guys. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us, just chatting, hanging out. It's nice sometimes when you feel like, hello, anybody, light workers? And you see your soul family here. Awesome. Great. Plant-based diet. Yes, plant-based. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to ask my guides to download vegan light codes. I'm like, guys, download vegan light codes. So maybe try that. That may help. We'll have a good weekend. I'll see if I can jump on tomorrow to do another meditation, do some, hangout or Q&A. So, but no promises. I'll kind of flow and see what happens tomorrow. But please, in your own time, do prayers for the next 3 days, because we know the other dark side is busy. So us light workers are gonna be busy too. Sending you guys lots of love and lots of light, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.